There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey Glasser and by the West Virginia Department of Tourism. Welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Kathy Mattea.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning round, a simple song. Thank you. Hello and welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the mountain state of West Virginia. I'm Kathy Mattea, and we're happy to be back in the mountain state, coming to you from Clarksburg, West Virginia at the Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center. Yeah. We want to say thank you to the Cultural Foundation of Harrison County for presenting us tonight. And tonight's show was made possible by the Barbara B. Highland Fund for the Arts. We are grateful for the invitation and grateful to have such a great crowd with us here. Our show is filled this time with some of the best pickers, singers, writers, and performers in bluegrass and roots music, led by the beloved fiddler himself, Jason Carter and Friends. Truly one of the world's best and most influential banjo players is here. Tony Trischka's EarlJam will be with us later on. Still to come in this hour, a duo who are making their second appearance on Mountain Stage. You'll love their harmonies, the Watson Twins. And in just a little bit, we'll hear from a band right here from Harrison County who put an Appalachian spin on their brand of country music. The Davison Brothers Band are here. But we're going to start the show with a 15-time Grammy winner whose name has become synonymous with his instrument. He is widely regarded as the best dobro player in the world. He's been playing for 50 years as a solo artist and as the leader of his own band. He's started several bluegrass supergroups, including the Grammy-winning Earls of Leicester. He's a featured member of Alison Krauss on Union Station, and he's also played with J.D. Crowe in the New South, The Country Gentleman, and many others. And he's making faces at me while I'm doing my thing. He has worked with artists in almost every genre, has played on and or produced literally thousands of records, including some of mine, and is the co-music director of the acclaimed BBC Scotland TV series Transatlantic Sessions. Oh, and he sings, too. There's a lot more I could say, but if I told you all his accolades, there would be no time for him to actually play. I will let you know, though, that even though he's from Warren, Ohio, both of his parents grew up right here in West Virginia. And his sense of identity and center of gravity lie right here in the Mountain State. And at any rate, we are happy to claim him as one of our own. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Jerry Douglas.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you very much. Howdy, everybody. How's everybody this evening? Doing all right? Now, you people out there that are thinking about making records, thinking about recording and making a record, I've got a little advice for you. Never put anything on your record that you're not sure that you like. I made the mistake of doing that I was very young. And I wrote a song, and I like most of the song, but there's this one part that I don't like, and I can't get rid of it. It's already on a record, and it's been out for years. So I'm going to play the song for you anyway, and I'll point out the part that I don't like, just so you'll be ready and you can hate it too. This is called A Peaceful Return, but it's anything but that to me. I like this part. Here it comes. I'm sorry. You like that? Here it comes again. Lost everything I had in the 29 flood. The barn was married beneath a mile of mud. Now I got nothing but the whistle and the steam. My baby's leaving on the 219. Well, there's a fella that's preaching about hell and damnation, passing on the walls of Grand Central Station. Sent her to bed, I treated her mean. My baby's leaving on the 219. I said, hey, I will remember you. I don't know what to do. Woo! My baby's leaving on the 219. The baby with the water and the preacher stole the bride. I sent her out for a bottle, but when she came back inside, she didn't have my whiskey, she didn't have my gin, she had a hat full of feathers and a wicked grin. I said, hey, hey, I will remember you, hey, hey, I don't know what to do, hey, hey. My baby's leaving on the 219. Well, the train gets smaller as you get farther away. You forget everything you wanted to say. Was that a raindrop or a tear in your eye? Were you drying your nails or waving goodbye? I said, hey, hey, I will remember you. Hey, hey, I don't know what to do. Hey, hey. My baby's leaving on the 219. I said, hey, hey, I will remember you. Hey, hey, my baby's leaving on the 219. Do you one more song here. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for being in West Virginia. I'm so happy to be in West Virginia. I can tell you that right now. I played over in Baltimore the other night, and I made this trip on purpose because I played in Baltimore. Then I came over to Braxton County and visited with my folks for 2 days, and then I came up here to play this. So. Planning, always planned. This is called a tribute to Heather O'Donnell, and it's an Irish number. And then there's some other tunes in here that aren't Irish numbers.
Wow. I keep standing backstage thinking, what would it be like to be able to do that? What would that be like?
You want to try it?
No, thank you. Well, instead of talking about where he comes from in terms of the Mason-Dixon line, Jerry says he comes from just above the sweet tea line. His nickname is Flux, given to him by Ricky Skaggs when he was 16 and started playing with the Country Gentlemen. His most recent albums are What If, which is his album, and a collaboration he did with John Hyatt called Leftover Feelings. They're both on Rounder Records. That was Jerry Douglas. It's time to welcome our singer, Julie Adams, to do a song for you. And she'll be joined today, as always, by the Mountain Stage Band. Back there leading the guitar tonight on acoustic and electric guitar is Ryan Kennedy. Michael Lipton's on electric over there. Bob Thompson is playing the piano. Steve Hill's playing the bass, and Ahmed Solomon is our drummer. Julie's chosen a Bill Staines song called the Roseville Fair. Please welcome Julie Adams.
The night was clear, the stars were shining, and the moon came up, so quiet in the sky. The people gathered round while the band was a-tuning. I can hear them now, playing Coming Through the Rye. She was dressed in blue, and she looked so lovely, just a gentle flower of a small town girl. Then he took her hand, and they danced to the music with a single smile. She became his world, and they danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tunes seem to fill the air so long ago, but they still remember when they fell in love at the Roseville Fair. They courted well, and they courted dearly. They'd rock for hours in the front porch chair. Then a year went by from the time that he met her, and he made her his at the Roseville Fair. And they danced all night to the fiddle and the banjo. Their drifting tunes seem to fill the air so long ago, but they still remember when they fell in love at the Roseville Fair. So here's a song for all you lovers. Here's a tune that you can share. May you dance all night to the fiddle and the banjo, the way they did at the Roseville Fair. Oh, the way they did at the Roseville Fair.
Julie Adams. Singing Roseville Fair. A song written by Bill Staines. I first heard it done by Nancy Griffith. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or you want to hear something again, visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast includes songs not heard on the radio and the complete finale song. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and leave a review wherever it is that you listen. Next up on the show is a duo that began in Louisville, Kentucky, and who now live in Nashville with some time in LA in between. Chandra and Lee Watson are identical twins who sing with seemingly one voice split in two. They have a brand new album called Holler, which is being hailed as their strongest yet. The album was recorded live to capture the spontaneity and the beauty of their raw, organic sound. They sing every line on the album together, weaving seamlessly between unison and harmony. They wanted to translate the joy they experience in their shared musical connection, and they've brought that joy here to the Mountain Stage today. Please welcome Chandra and Lee, the Watson twins. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Another night at the palace, pour me a double in the chalice. If you won't be my king, I'll wear the crown. This watering hole my home, this bar stool is my throne. If you ain't making up, I'll throw 'em down. 'Cause when I'm here, there's a way to forget you. Honky-tonk music to dance to. And a boy at the bar who can get me through those long, lonely nights where there's cigarette smoke, neon lights, holding court over barroom lights. 'Cause I'm the queen of the broken hearts. Said he had a job in Aspen, but I know where his hat's been. He ain't even been to Pigeon Forge. Y'all know where that is. Give me a tall boy so I don't feel it. Dirty dance floor, cheap tequila. And my next friends just walked right through the door. 'Cause when I'm here, there's a way to forget you. Honky-tonk music to dance to. And a boy at the bar who can get me through those long, lonely nights where there's cigarette smoke, neon lights, holding court over barroom lights. 'Cause I'm the queen of the broken heart.
Thank you so much. As Kathy mentioned, we have a new record out. And this next one's a love song that's on that record. If you have that person that you can't get out of your mind, that person that no matter how many years go by, they're still there with you. This song is called Never Be Another You.
Walked in the door, you were leaving. Saw you so many times, don't know what I was thinking. Reckless and free. It all started with the way you looked at me. Oh, there'll never be, never be, never be another you. Spend most of the night and half the day in your hideaway. Don't give a damn what's going on, what time it is, what people say. No promises made. Our time together I would never trade. No, there'll never be, never be, never be another you. No, there'll never be, never be, never be another you. In my mind, I cannot erase. In your heart, do I have a place? The question's simple, I just need to know. If I see you again, will you still let me go? No, there'll never be, never be, never be another you. No, there'll never be, never be, never be another you. There'll never be another you. Now I've said it, now it's true. Trading facts for writing fiction. This love is an addiction.
Thank you so much. We just have one more song for you, and I can't even describe what an honor it is to be up here on the stage with these incredible musicians. And they learned our songs for us, and so this is our first show as a band together. So, yeah, give it up for them. I need to hear some hooting and hollering on that one. This last song we're going to do is called Holler, and it's the title track from the new record. And the sentiment of the song is really, the power that is when people come together with like-mindedness and to do something with a community and with one another. And so we can't think of a better way to raise the vibrations in the world than to be here playing music with you guys in the audience and just these guys up here. I feel it in my heart.
Feel it in my heart. So thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you so much for welcoming us here to wonderful West Virginia. And yes, this one's called Holler.
Hey, let me show you how to sing this song. Just keep on trying harder. Don't worry if you get it wrong. Looking for an answer. How to live this life that just keeps on getting harder. And we just wanna make things right. Holler if you hear me. Holler if you hear me. Honey, let me tell you, your will I try to break. Gonna keep on getting harder, 'cause that's how history is made. Looking for a reason to hold the truth and carry on. Gotta keep on trying harder. Why can't we all just get along? Holler if you hear me. 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 Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Mountain Stage. We're the Watson Twins.
The Watson Twins with the Mountain Stage Band. They've sung on albums by Jenny Lewis, Harry Connick Jr., Willie Nelson, Kings of Leon, and many others. And they'll be playing dates this fall with the Band of Heathens, and this winter, some more dates with the Wood Brothers. Their new album is called Holler on Bloodshot Records. That was the Watson Twins. We hope you'll take a look at our website, mountainstage.org. There you'll find links to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. And of course, we invite you to follow us to our next live show. You can find out where we'll be and get your tickets at mountainstage.org. Our next guests are from right here in Harrison County, West Virginia. They and their family are direct descendants of the first settlers here in Clarksburg when Harrison County was in Virginia before there was a West Virginia. Chris and Donnie Davison grew up with a family of musicians playing in song circles and sitting in with their dad's country band at gigs around the area. They were coming to this theater, too, when they were kids. They were telling me about it earlier. They're inspired and influenced equally by bluegrass, southern rock, and country music. They have a new album called Home is Where the Heart Is, with guest spots by Tim O'Brien, Vince Herman, and Stuart Duncan. It was recorded in a lodge in South Carolina with a bunch of songwriter friends from Nashville and pickers from the bluegrass and jam band worlds. Fiercely independent, they bring their Appalachian point of view to everything they do. Please welcome to the mountain stage, the Davison Brothers Band.
Cold concrete and busy streets are making me feel old. It's an empty grave that eats away the fire in my soul. But in my mind, I'll go back in time down an old gravel road. A one-horse town, my grandpa's grand, place that I call home. I wanna hum along to an old-time song, roll my pants up to my knees. Well, I free my mind in a cold mountain stream. If home is where the heart resides, I'm a million miles away. So let the sun shine down on me in that Appalachian breeze. You see, long ago I hit the road to be what I could be. Chasing dreams ain't all it seems. It's harder to believe. But in my mind, I'll go back in time, and now I'm stuck out on the streets. And all the things I've been chasing got away from me. I wanna hum along to an old-time song, roll my pants up to my knees. Well, I free my mind in a cold mountain stream. If home's where the heart resides, I'm a million miles away. So let the sun shine down on me in that Appalachian breeze. I wanna hum along to an old-time song, roll my pants up to my knees. Well, I free my mind in a West Virginia stream. If home's where the heart resides, I'm a million miles away. So let the sun shine down on me in that Appalachian breeze. Yeah, let the sun shine down on me. In that Appalachian breeze. How we doing in Clarksburg, West Virginia this evening? Isn't this great? One time for Mountain Stage, bringing it right here to our hometown. Thank you. Oh, like we were talking earlier, we got a brand new record out called Home is Where the Heart Is. And we wrote every song on that record about right here in West Virginia. And the beautiful mountain state and all you wonderful folks that go along with it. But this next song, it touches a little bit on West Virginia, but it's got a little bit of Kentucky in it too, because we like Kentucky and we got a lot of friends from Kentucky. But we were fortunate enough to write this song with our good friend Mr. David Ferguson and Ben Chapman. This one's called Eastern Kentucky. I hope you like it. we having any fun yet? Well, I know I am. I hope y'all having as much fun out there as I am up here.
This next song, we got fortunate enough to spend a couple days in the mountains of West Virginia up in Randolph County, right outside of Elkins, in a little town called Bowden, West Virginia. Yeah. We was up there trout fishing and took some guitars with us and had all my nephews and Donnie's son Nick with us. And we woke up about 8 in the morning and I looked out the window at that trout stream and I went in and woke all these boys up. I said, you got to get up. I got an idea. And said, let's write about this mountain and this stream rolling off this mountain and talk about wild and wonderful. And that's how we got this next song. It's called Wild and Wonderful.
Where the sun don't shine and the flowers never grow. She's rough, she's rugged, she got a mind of her own, but she looks pretty in the pictures, but don't get caught in the stone. She's wild and wonderful. She's in my place that feels like home. She's wild and wonderful. Come on, y'all, sing it with us. She's wild and wonderful. She's in my everywhere I go. She's a place that I call home. She's wild and wonderful. She's in my heart and in my soul. And I'll take her with me everywhere I go. She's a place that feels like home. She's wild. For you guys, wild and wonderful. Sounding good out there.
Well, as Kathy said, we were born and raised right here in Harrison County, West Virginia, and grew up in southern Harrison County. And we take a lot of pride in that and travel all over the world taking our music, and we wave the West Virginia flag everywhere we go. And yeah.
Come on now, y'all proud to be from West Virginia out there, or what? How about a one-time Miss Kathy Matei over there, too?
But anyway, we learned long ago that our ancestors founded this town, and back in the 1700s, Major Daniel Davison, him and his family were awarded 400 acres here, and it was undeveloped. It was just wild territory, and they moved in here, and we have since kept a hold of one of those farms, and my whole entire family is buried on our farm since the 1700s, and Major Daniel Davison's cemetery is right in front of this theater, and this is just so awesome to be here representing West Virginia and a part of Mountain Stage airing all over the world, and getting to do this. And thank you guys for having us and showing up, and thank you, Mountain Stage.
Brother Mr. Chris Davison on the crazy guitar. All I ever wanted in life was to run the roads, chase the lights, sweet drink and stay high as kites. Old back roads, country nights, we dreamed about the city life, leaving that old holler behind. We made our plans, took the time, left our roots there in the ground, drifted out above our raising, got kicked around, but we never caved. We made our way to where we were going, did it our own way without ever knowing. Every mile, every road, everywhere we go, bring us home. Everywhere I roam, you can chisel it in stone. When it's time to lay it in my bones, take me home. We chased the dream, we bled it drown. Nothing funny about how time flies. You don't understand the sacrifice when when it's too late to say goodbye. You told me, boy, you better go, 'cause if you don't, you'll never know. I'd trade the miles for one more night. You and me in this front porch light back home. There ain't a road keep me from my home. It's in my heart everywhere I roam. Yeah, you can chisel it in stone when it's time to lay down my bones. Take me home. Take me home. West Virginia country roads, the only place me and my brothers know. And when I die, it's where I wanna go. Oh, oh, take me home. There ain't a road keep me from my home. It's in my heart everywhere I roam. You can chisel it in stone when it's time to lay down my bones. Take me home. Ain't a road keep me from my home. It's in my heart everywhere I roam. You can chisel it in stone when it's time to lay down my bones. Take me home. It's great to be home with y'all.
The Davison Brothers Band. Yes, sir. That was Donnie Davison singing lead and Chris Davison playing all that great lead guitar. They sing about good times, hard times, sticking together and lifting each other up and stewarding the next generation. Everything they learned growing up here in the heart of West Virginia. Their new album is Home is Where the Heart Is. That was the Davison Brothers. We'd like to say a special hello to you right now if you're listening over WAER in Syracuse, New York, and on WFPL in Louisville, Kentucky. Thank you so much. We hope you can join us next week when we come to you from the Franklin Theater in Franklin, Tennessee, with Steve Earle, Elizabeth Cook, Sam Bush Band, Chris Pierce, and Sarah Lee Guthrie. This is Kathy Mattea, and you're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Hello again, and welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. I'm Kathy Mattea, and I'm so glad you joined us. We are at the Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center in Clarksburg, West Virginia, and if you're just joining us, you will be very glad you did. Still to come, we're going to hear from the award-winning fiddler Jason Carter and friends. But we're going to open this second hour with an iconic banjo player widely regarded as the most innovative of his generation. Tony Trischka is a critical link in an important chain, anchored by Earl Scruggs and running through Tony to Bela Fleck and beyond to generations of young players. He became obsessed with Scruggs-style banjo when he was 13, and he's never looked back. He's been a mentor to Steve Martin and taught a teenage Bela Fleck, who quickly transcended the need for lessons. They've been inspiring each other for decades now. He's a musical omnivore, and although he's well-rooted in traditional bluegrass, his musical curiosity has influenced much of the progressive bluegrass we know today. A few years ago, he found some rare recordings of jam sessions that Earl played on, and he started transcribing the solos note for note. And he uncovered a deeper layer of appreciation for Earl's genius. There'll be an album of this music coming in January, I hear. And he says, discovering new twists and turns in Earl's playing is pure joy. And he's brought that joy with him to the Mountain Stage today. Please welcome Tony Trischka's EarlJam.
Thank you. Thanks so much. How's everybody doing? We all good out there? All right. This is my, I think, fourth time on Mountain Stage. I was here first time in 1987 with a band called Skyline, 1 year after they went national, so it's great to be back. I'd like to introduce the boys in the band right now. Mr. Michael Daves over there on the guitar from Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Casey Dreesen back here from North Carolina. And on the bass fiddle from the bluegrass capital of the world, Brooklyn, New York, Mr. Jared Engel. So as Kathy mentioned, I got a bunch of these old recordings, jam sessions with Earl Scruggs and John Hartford. That first tune was one of the tunes they did, and this is the second one we're going to do, an old train song called Casey Jones.
He rode to fame. Carla called the case about 4:30. Kissed his wife at the station door. Climbed in the Capitol with the orders in his hand. Said, "This is a trip to the promised land." Casey Jones climbed in the cabin. Casey Jones, the orders in his hand. Casey Jones leaning at the window, taking a trip to the promised land. Well, dead on the rails was a passenger train. Blood was a boiling in Casey's brain. The engineer said, "Look out ahead, Sim, jump, or I'll be dead." With a hand on the whistle and a hand on the brake, North Mississippi was wide awake. The I.C. Railroad officials said that's a good engineer to be laying dead. Casey Jones climbed in the cabin. Casey Jones, orders in his hand. Casey Jones leaning out the window to take in a trip to the promised land.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. That's one called the Mesopotamia Waltz. Bill Monroe never recorded that tune, from what I can gather. And I co-wrote that with a gentleman named Ethan Setiawan. And we're going to do speaking of Bill Monroe, we're going to do a tune, the very first tune that Earl Scruggs ever recorded with anybody, and the first tune he ever recorded with Bill Monroe back in 1945. And we'd like to bring out Chris Henry and Jerry Douglas to join us on this number. Augment our forces a little bit. And the most important part of this tune is the beginning. And it's called Heavy Traffic Ahead.
Up on the run, heavy traffic ahead, heavy traffic ahead. Got the Rambo, heavy traffic ahead. We pull out of Nashville right on time. Special heads down the line, heavy traffic ahead, heavy traffic ahead. Got the Rambo, heavy traffic ahead. Take a trip. We travel around from state to state. Heavy traffic ahead, heavy traffic ahead. Got the Rambo, heavy traffic ahead. Some other town, heavy traffic ahead, heavy traffic ahead. Got the Rambo, heavy traffic ahead.
Chris Henry, Jerry Douglas, thanks for joining us. Thank you so much. We are having a great time up here. We hope you guys are having a great time out there. And yeah, we're going to do one more tune for you right now. And it's a tune I wrote. a while back I had a chance to see a video of a guy named D. Ford Bailey, who was the first African American on the Grand Ole Opry back in 1928 or so, and was there through the 50s. And on this video, he was a great harmonica player, incredible harmonica player. And he did a tune called Fox Chase, I should say. And it got me so hot and bothered and excited that I had to write my own Fox Chase. And since I'm a banjo player, and you got to play all these notes, and all these notes are flashing out there. And when I started writing lyrics for it, there are way too many lyrics. And this poor guy, Michael Daves, has to sing them all. And somehow he manages to get them all fit in there. So here's a little bit of Fox Chase. Thank you so much again for listening. Good night. No, we will do one more. We'll do one more. We're going to do a tune. Lots of times you hear these banjo players do these sorts of things. And Earl Scruggs came up with this idea. I was having dinner with him and his son Gary, and we were talking about dreams, and Gary said, Earl, tell Tony how you came up with this idea of detuning your banjo. And Earl said, well, I dreamt it. He had this dream of detuning his banjo. We have these special things that allow us to do it perfectly every time. But when Earl first recorded it, he didn't. He just did it by ear, just like that. And so they went into the studio to record the tune called Earl's Breakdown. When you're a banjo player, you have to name a tune after yourself. I haven't done it yet. After playing for 60 years, I'll get to it, though. So Earl goes into the studio. They go in there with Lester Flatt and the Foggy Mountain Boys, and they record this tune called Earl's Breakdown. The first time through, Earl does it perfectly. And then and he thinks, I want to take that take. And the fiddle player said, oh, I didn't do so well in the first take. Let's do it a second time. Anyway, so they do a second cut, and the fiddle player says, yeah, okay, I like that one. And so they figured, okay. The next morning, Earl calls the engineer at the studio and says, let's take that first take, because I did it perfectly there. On the second take, Earl didn't quite get it right there. And the engineer said, oh, we recorded over the first take with the second take, the one that got away. So here's Earl's Breakdown. Thank you. Thanks again, folks. Have a great night.
Tony Trischka's EarlJam. Oh my. Tony is still teaching, and you can find a vast online library of lessons and books if you too want to take banjo lessons from him. His latest album is called Shall We Hope, and it's all about the Civil War. It took him 12 years to make it, and it just came out. His albums have featured everyone from the Violent Femmes to Alison Krauss and Peter Buck and Bill Berry of REM. Look for a new album in January, EarlJam 1, a tribute to Earl Scruggs with special guests Vince Gill, Del McCurry, Alison Krauss, Billy Strings, and Molly Tuttle. That was Tony Trischka and EarlJam. It's time for our piano player, Bob Thompson, to do a song for you. Bob's going to do a song he wrote tonight called Shine a Light. Please welcome Bob Thompson. You can find his music at colortones.com. That was Bob Thompson doing his original tune, Shine a Light. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is feedback@mountainstage.org. You can also connect with us on Facebook and Twitter and peek behind the scenes on our Instagram. You can find all those links at our website, mountainstage.org. We're going to close this week's show with a 3-time Grammy winner who's been voted the IBMA's Fiddle Player of the Year 5 times. He's a member of the legendary Del McCoury Band, the most awarded group in bluegrass history, for 30 years. The job was his dream since he picked up a fiddle at age 15. He was 19 when they hired him. He's also a founding member of the Grammy-winning band The Travelin' McCourys, and he's here with his own group, which came from channeling his creative energy during the great pause of the pandemic. He said he didn't want to make another instrumental record, he wanted to sing some lead. The result is his most recent album, Low Down, Hoedown, with appearances by Jerry Douglas, Sam Bush, Sarah Jarosz, and Billy Strings, as well as a duet on the title song with his longtime buddy Dierks Bentley. He's brought a stellar group of musicians with him here today. Please welcome, for the first time with his own group on Mountain Stage, Jason Carter and friends.
Hey, thank you very much.
Sometimes alone, in the darkness, the quiet of the night, I listen to the lonesome sounds of silence till daylight. Remembering a time you were just a touch away, but empty is your place now, you're far, far away. You were my dear little angel, hair of love so true, ever was created as the one for me and for you. Here again when I hear your voice, or feel your warm embrace, and only in a picture will I ever see your face. Now you're just a paper angel, since the breath of life has passed, a silent paper angel in a faded photograph, in a faded photograph. Oh, how the wonderful light from you can make my heart rejoice, and how these golden silent walls once echoed your voice. No fragrance from the morning dew to fill your empty space, and only in a picture will I ever see your face. Now you're just a paper angel, since the breath of life has passed, a silent paper angel in a faded photograph, in a faded photograph. Hey, thanks everybody. Thank you so much. Sure is an honor for me to be here playing Mountain Stage. I've listened to this show all my life. I remember as a kid, I grew up over in eastern Kentucky, and I could get this show on the radio, and
I can remember numerous shows listening to this. Anyway, so it's a real honor for me to be on it and to share the stage with these great musicians. So the first song I did, she said I have a new record out. It's called Low Down, Ho Down. My name is Jason Carter. I think she said that too, but the first song I did was called Paper Angel, and it was written by this guy playing the guitar and another gentleman named Robert Gately. We're going to do one more song that he wrote. I might as well introduce you. This is arguably the greatest guitar player in the world. His name is David Greer. Please give him a hand. This next song is another one that he wrote, and this is probably my favorite one on the record. So it's a pretty good story song. It's called "The Dust Bowl Dream." It goes like this. Wasn't born a rich man, but I've never been this poor. I moved out west to grab some land. The partridge it through my door. I hoed a row to plant my seeds in hopes that they would grow. But the winds, they came and took my crops. Got nothing left to show. It doesn't really rain round here, just enough to tease. If I could feel a drop of rain, I'd fall down to my knees. So the banks are all closed, and the tellers left town. I don't think they're coming back. So it looks like all my money's run away from here. I just got this nickel in the pocket of my shirt. So it's another day of toil and strife to live in this Dust Bowl dream. Pain and the anguish that I've been through, why you just couldn't even begin to believe. It doesn't really rain round here, just enough to tease. If I could feel a drop of rain, I'd fall down to my knees. Thanks, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. So cool. Yes. I want to introduce the rest of the band here. On the bass, this guy traveled a long way to come to play music with me. He's from Colorado. He comes from Lyons, Colorado, and he plays with the great Peter Rowan. His name is Eric Tureen. Would you give him a hand? On the banjo is a friend of mine. He's got a brand new CD out. He also plays in a band. I think it's the hottest band going today. They're a really fine bluegrass band called the East Nash Grass. If you haven't seen them, you need to go catch a show from them. Anyway, his name is Corey Walker. He's fine as you'll hear. My singing partner here with me. Me and this guy's been friends for a long time. He grew up in Winchester, Virginia, and now lives in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he plays with Pete Rowan's great band as well, Christopher Henry. Chris has got a new record out, too. We all have new records out. It's the thing to do. That's right. All right, so I want to do you this is kind of another story song. I like the story behind this one, too. It's called The Queen of the Nashville Nights. She rules Music City like she used to rule my heart. She steps out of the limo when the paparazzi starts. She flashes the cameras left and right. She's the queen of the Nashville night. We came here together, between us one guitar. I became a picker, and she became a star. But that's okay, as she did all right. She's the queen of the Nashville night. And I got to wondering, baby, if the sun's ever gonna shine. I got to wondering, baby, if you're ever gonna change your mind. I got to wondering, baby, if you can ever be so kind. I got to wondering, baby, if you're ever gonna change your mind. I'll pick it. What's done is done and over. You can't change it anyhow. And if you pardon me, I've got to be whistling Dixie now. Over in the corner, just outside of the queen of the Nashville night. Having a bass break. Wondering, baby, if you're ever gonna change your mind. you feel right at home. Well, I'd like to bring out a special guest. When I did this record, I have a lot of special guests on my record, and I was very surprised when everybody said yes that they would play on it, especially this guy here. Please welcome again Jerry Douglas to play with us. Thank you. Thank you. I want to try you a John Hartford tune here. This is called The 6 O'Clock Train and a Girl with Green Eyes. Hard to concentrate on waiting, wondering if she will know my face, and trying to remember that it might have been the time or maybe it might have been the place, in an underground railroad station, just out of the rain. So much depends on the 6 o'clock train and a girl with green eyes. Hands on the subway clock are straight up and down. Way back in that dark black tunnel, thought I heard the sound. Will she know me when she sees me, or wait to hear my voice when I see her coming through the steam in the maddening rush hour noise at an underground railroad station, out of the rain. So much depends on the 6 o'clock train and a girl with green eyes. my fear. I ask a man with a brown suit on Does the 6 o'clock train stop here? He reassured me quickly and turned as if in pain. And I wonder, maybe he, like I, depended on that train. In an underground railroad station, just out of the rain. So much depends on the 6 o'clock train and a girl with green eyes. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. I have time for one more tune, and thanks to all this incredible band for playing music with me. Each and every one of you. Thank you, guys. And thanks to Mountain Stage for having me here on their show. It's a real honor. This song I'm about to sing, this was my first single that was on my record. It's written by Bruce Hornsby. It's called King of the Hill. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm leaning on a rail, letting my eyes roam over the plain. I'm laughing on my brake, feeling like a captive on a long chain. Watching people pick up sticks, big boss man cracks his whip. Serious, but we laugh to keep from crying. Oh, crying. Spouting out the company line, everything here's just fine. Says he cares about me, but he's lying. Oh, lying. And up in the big house, king of the hill. Talking to his sister with the dirty hands. They sit cussing at the rules, wishing they could lose me as fast as they can. He got me in the roughest rig, thanks I took his brother's gig. People say they've got the game rigged, oh rigged. His daddy gave him everything, job at his house and his earring. Must he think that I'm so threatening, oh so bad. And up in the big house, king of the hill. And they're driving the big cat, king of the hill. My space, swatting bugs, sweat stains rolling down my face. I'm trying not to drink, knowing I've got to roll out of this place. Watching people pick up bricks, king of the hill with his nightstick, caught up in accounting tricks, throw a bone to the poor hicks. Got some candy, take a lick, bring white hope, shooting bricks. Come let us all share the well, oh the well. Hitting coffee with a big stick, hand in his pants and the skin flick. Leaves your suit and thinks he's slick. Lots of boys to take your pick. Mama, 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 come quick. Feel like I'm getting sick. Have you noticed any nervous ticks? Think I better take care of myself, oh myself. And up in the big house, king of the hill. And they're driving the big cat, king of the hill. Thanks, everybody.
Jason Carter and friends. Woo, baby. That was awesome. So good. So here's the story. When Jason was first hired by Dell, I heard about this. I heard that you were still technically learning to play the fiddle and that you'd ride with Dell late at night and he would teach you melodies and teach you improv and teach you how to stretch out. What a sweet thing that is. That's just really sweet.
He sure did.
That's really great. His latest solo album is, sorry, we have story fatigue here today because it's Bluegrass Day here on Mountain Stage. His latest solo album is Low Down, Hoedown. That was Jason Carter and Friends. Thank you to Jason Carter and Friends. Thanks to Tony Trischka's EarlJam, to the Davison Brothers, the Watson Twins, and thank you, Jerry Douglas.
Yes, sir.
We'd also like to thank everyone here at the Robinson Grand Performing Arts Center in Clarksburg, West Virginia, and also thanks to the Cultural Foundation of Harrison County for presenting us tonight. We're also grateful to the Barbara B. Highland Fund for the Arts for making tonight's show possible. And thanks to you out there listening on the radio, because without you, there'd be no Mountain Stage. We never forget that. I hope you'll be back next week when we come to you from the Franklin Theater in Franklin, Tennessee, with Steve Earle, Elizabeth Cook, Sarah Lee Guthrie, Chris Pierce, and the Sam Bush Band. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Senior producer is Jeff Shirley. Associate producers are John Ingram and Mallory Richards. We're engineered by Patrick Stevens, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, Brian Hensley, and Greg McGowan. With production assistance by Michael Lipton, Lance Schrader, Chris Mead, Scott Robinson, Robbie Lanham, Kelly Lassiter, Jen Brown, Don London, and Big J. Photographic services by Chris Morris. Promotion is coordinated by Mallory Richards, John Ingram, and Music in Motion Promotions. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are just as soon as you can? You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio for the Mountain State of West Virginia. All right, we lost Robbie Robertson recently, and so we thought we'd do this song in tribute to him. Here we go. When I get off of this mountain, you know where I'm gonna go. Straight down Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico, to Lake Charles, Louisiana, little Betsy there that I once knew. She told me just to come on by if there's anything she could do. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, drunkard's dream, if I ever did see one. Mike Lipton. Jerry Douglas. All right, Larry Gross.
Well, good luck had just stung me. To the racetrack I did go. She bet on one horse to win, and I bet on another to show. The odds were in my favor. I had them 5-1. And when that nag to win came around the track, sure enough we had won.
Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, drunkard's dream if I ever did see one.
Jason Carter. All right, David Greer. Cory Walker. All right, Christopher Henry. Johnny Davison.
Took up all of my winnings, and I gave my little bestie half. She tore it up and threw it in my face just for a laugh. Now there's one thing in this whole wide world I sure would like to see. That's when that little love of mine dips it down up in my tea. Hey, up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, drunkard's dream if I ever did see one.
Tony Trischka. Michael James. Casey Dreesen. Chris Davidson. Michael Dave.
Me and my maid were back at the shack that had Spike Jones on the box. She said I kissed him the way she sings, but I like the way he talks. That's just thing my heart broke to the bottom of my feet. I swore and I took another pull. My Bessie can't be beat.
Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me, drunkard's dream if I ever did see one.
All right, let's yodel. Here we go. I'll sing. But out in California and up north it's freezing cold. And this living off the road is getting pretty old. So I guess I call up my big mama, tell her I'll be rolling in. But you know deep down I'm kind of tempted to go and see my Bessie again. Up on Cripple Creek, she sends me if I spring a leak. She bends me, I don't have to speak. She defends me in Drunkard Stream if I ever did see one. All right, let's yodel. Thank y'all so much.
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by the West Virginia Tourism Office. This is NPR.